What happens when you lose fat? It is true that losing weight through habitual changes and periods of eating in a caloric deficit can improve a person's appearance, speak for improved fitness levels, and give confidence as an end result. However, what happens in the body during this process is a different story. While losing weight is usually something to look forward to on a conscious level, caloric deficits ultimately mean deprivation. In a caloric deficit, the body receives fewer nutrients than it needs to survive, and thus must work harder to fuel its processes by breaking down fat tissue. This energy deficit leads to physical changes in one's body, with the two most notable ones being the loss of lean body mass and metabolic adaptations. Metabolic adaptations. The human body has evolved to cope with a range of circumstances, and one of the most remarkable of these capabilities is its ability to adapt to periods of famine, or in other words, the scarcity of food. When faced with a reduction in calories, the body naturally recognizes this as a sign of starvation and responds by reducing energy expenditure in an effort to maintain balance. This could be viewed as a protective mechanism designed to prevent undue harm to the body in situations where inadequate nutrition is present. However, it can also prove problematic when individuals are attempting to reduce their body fat by following a strict diet plan. When a person follows a diet plan that involves a caloric deficit, eventually what was once a deficit becomes maintenance calories, leading to a weight loss plateau. These so-called metabolic adaptations are usually expressed with a notable drop in energy levels and daily activity. A person who diets usually becomes somewhat lethargic at one point or another. Nevertheless, there are ways to battle metabolic adaptations, which is a key point of discussion in Module Number 2. Loss of lean body mass. Weight loss is a pervasive goal for a majority of people in today's society, but the consequences of reducing one's weight improperly are often overlooked. In the process, not only does fat tissue burn away, but lean body mass can also be lost. Muscle, bone, and even organ tissue that all make up a person's overall composition can shrink if an individual does not make the necessary dietary interventions to avoid this. This is an essential factor, especially considering that lean body mass plays a big role in the body's energy output, or in other words, basal metabolic rate and total daily energy expenditure. This reality must be taken into account when weighing out aspirations of physical transformation and setting goals, as depriving oneself too harshly or not catering to relevant bodily needs can leave unanticipated implications. Ultimately, sensible alterations to one's caloric intake and composition should be embraced when targeting a particular weight goal to ensure safety and sustainability. Now, let's summarize this lesson. Though perceived positively on the conscious level, weight loss is a form of controlled starvation for the organism. The body recognizes a caloric deficit as a period of scarce food resources, and since its goal is to maintain balance, metabolic adaptations occur. These metabolic adaptations lead to decreased energy output, and as an end result, what was once a caloric deficit becomes caloric maintenance, at which point weight loss plateaus. Moreover, during a period of weight loss, the body loses fat tissue, but also lean body mass, such as muscle, bone, and organ mass. These factors must be considered, and the necessary dietary interventions must be made in order to minimize the side effects of eating food in a deficit of calories.